When I was in acupuncture school in my third year, we had a lot of autonomy, right? Like we were treating patients on our own. We just had to run the treatment protocol and the principles by our professor, and they would come in and check our needling and like run through it with us, but like we were mostly on our own. And I had this woman who was visiting, and she was from Germany, and really her English was excellent, but we must have had a lapse in communication somewhere. And I think all it was is that I did not tell her how long she would be resting, right? So in her mind, it's like, I don't know, 10 minutes. So we get all these needles in, and she was laying face down. So she had all these needles in her upper back, and she did have a sports bra on. I'm sitting and I'm doing paperwork in the reception area, and she comes out. She got up off the table with like 30 needles in her body. She comes out and she sees me and she goes, "Did you forget about me?" And I was like, "No, of course I didn't forget about you. You still have like 15 minutes to rest."
Yeah.
And she was basically like, I had no idea. I didn't know what we were doing.
Wow.
So she went back and she laid down, and it was, I mean, like, talk about being a disaster and the talk of the clinic for like the full week, because she was dropping needles as she was walking to and from the treatment room. And every needle has to be accounted for, right? So we were making sure that everything we're recovering from the floor is accounted for. It's not in her body, et cetera. Yes.
Yeah.
But like after that, I realized that it really matters to people that you tell them, like even the brief synopsis of like, I'm leaving the room and you'll be here by yourself for 30 minutes. Like, do you want me to check on you halfway? Or do you just want to nap, right? Because sometimes people truly have no idea what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And that freaks them out. So yeah, it was a very important lesson for me in being super clear and double checking. Kind of like, you know how you repeat the information to confirm that someone understood it? Yes.
Yeah. It's, man, it can be a lifetime pursuit to come up with these methods and tricks and tips and all the little things that, you're like, why did it take you 3 years to get started? How come you right out of school, you didn't know everything? It's like, oh, well, because I didn't deal with enough different patients,
Yeah. The practice. That's why they call it practice, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Trust Driven Insights, brought to you by TrustDrivenCare. Imagine a world where all your patient communication is in one place, seamless, effortless, and on autopilot. That's the power of Trust-Driven Care. If you're ready to streamline your practice, check out TrustDrivenCare.com and see what's possible. Trust-Driven Insights. Real conversations. Smarter care. Stronger business.